Welcome back to my kitchen and to Table for One, the show for solo cooks who want to make their meals extra special. This week we are going to be making everyone's favourite summer lunch, a Caesar salad. But we all know that the best combination for a Caesar salad is to have a salad here and a bowl of chips right here. This is a one pot, one portion after all, and so I am going to combine the two to make my crispy smashed potato Caesar salad. Crispy smashed potatoes, I think, had their moment over the last year or so, and for good reason, because they are seriously, seriously delicious. I've got a few other additions that aren't traditional, but that I love and make this my favourite Caesar salad ever. So to be extra efficient with this recipe, we're going to start by getting our potatoes onto roast, make them all crispy, and then we'll prep the salad as they cook. Potatoes are going onto the tray and then straight into the oven for their first pre-roast before we smash them. Okay, so the potatoes have had their first roast. You're going to take a flat-bottomed cup or mug. Don't use anything with a curve because it won't reach the potato. And then all you're literally going to do is flatten it down and smash it up to get this crispy potato. Just look at that. And then repeat with all of the potatoes. Now I'm going to season them with salt and pepper and drizzle over the olive oil. And the reason I'm doing this now as opposed to when they were first roasted is because there's more surface area now that they've been smashed, which means more room for seasoning and for the oil to make things extra crispy. They are seasoned and oiled up, so they're going to go back into the oven. While the potatoes are crisping up nicely, we are going to make the Caesar dressing. And I'm going to do this in the bowl that I'm then going to eat the salad out of because it saves washing up. So a classic Caesar dressing has a mayonnaise base, which you can make so easily with eggs or egg yolks and oil. I can't be bothered to do that. But also, I prefer a Caesar dressing that is half mayonnaise and half Greek yogurt because it brings a slight tang to the dressing, cuts through the richness of it, and just doesn't feel quite as intense. To this dressing, we are also going to add a garlic clove and some anchovies, which is really traditional in a Caesar dressing. Anchovies are a type of very, very tiny fish. My cameraman will be hating this, but they are super salty, really, really punchy in flavour. They don't taste particularly fishy, especially when they're mixed with everything else, but they bring depth, they season the food, and just bring another level of flavour. We're also going to add whole grain mustard, lemon juice, and then Parmesan is traditional, but I have pecorino in the fridge. They are similar in flavour. Parmesan is a bit more funky, I guess richer in flavour, whereas pecorino is a bit lighter and a bit saltier. I prefer pecorino, which is why I have it in the fridge, and because I'm only cooking for myself, I don't really feel the need to have both in at once because I'm just not going to get through that much cheese. Pecorino it is for me. I'm also going to add some fresh chives just to bring a slight oniony freshness, which I love. Fresh herbs bring so much to a dish, and I think if you're looking to elevate your food in any way, chuck a fresh herb in it, and honestly, it will just take it to the next level. So all of that's going to go in, we're going to mix it all up, and it's going to be delicious. Okay, so with the anchovies, you can just finely chop them, but there's a really useful method for how to get them into an almost paste, which is using your knife to kind of squish them and scrape them against the board. It mushes them down so it incorporates better into the salad dressing. So start by roughly chopping it, and then begin to squish. And then because of the pecorino and the anchovies and the salt on the potatoes, we don't need to add any extra salt, but we are just going to add some black pepper for a bit of heat, a bit of peppery heat. Finally, I'm going to squeeze in the lemon juice. This will add acidity and brightness, but also a bit of liquid, which will thin the dressing down slightly, which means it will coat the lettuce better because it's a little bit thick at the moment. So add the lemon juice, and then if you need to add a touch of water to make it thinner, you can do that too. Okay, so the dressing is done. The other things we're going to add to the salad are, of course, the lettuce, but also fresh chives and some pickles. Now, I would usually go for a cornichon because I love the crunch that they have, but my supermarket didn't have any. which is shocking. So I'm gonna use just some normal sliced pickles instead. This is a lovely brand. I'm gonna chop up some pickles, chop up the fresh chives, chop up the lettuce, and get it all in the salad. The potatoes are done. So the potatoes are cooked and they are golden and they have these gorgeous little crunchy, gnarly little edges and then slightly softer and fluffier middles. They are gonna get even more crispy as it cools down. So while I just let those sit there for a second, I'm gonna add the chicken to my salad, toss this all together, and then I can just nestle the potatoes in so they don't get super soggy. I'm just using some pre-cooked chicken that I had left over, but you could also leave this out to keep this pescatarian. And if you wanted to be vegetarian, you could just leave out the anchovies and add a dash of soy sauce. So the salad is mixed and the potatoes have cooled down slightly and are getting extra crispy. Look at that. I'm just gonna add these to the salad and then eat. My Caesar salad is done. It's fresh, it's crispy, it's crunchy. I can't wait to eat it. I just think if you can put a potato in a salad, you should put a potato in a salad, and once you try these crispy smashed ones, you won't go back. And it mushes them down and, sorry, Will hates this. Like a Lulu. We're just waiting.
Hey, how long will it? Oh.
Oh, that would be gorge. Is it okay? I just want to say one more thing.
I've got one more thing to